Well, Teleri Fielden, welcome to the Forum for the Future of Agriculture. And if you know, you've just been talking to the Forum. You're from Llindistaff Farm in Wales, and you are a first-generation farmer. Now, the new generation is our theme for this year. I think one of the things that you talked to the Forum about, which was great, is to say to aspiring farmers, don't say, I'm just a farmer. Don't be self-deprecating. It's an important message.
Yeah, definitely, and it's so easy to do. There's still this association that farmers, you're either born into it or you're not, and that's just what you do. It's not something you really strive to achieve, and yet it is genuinely the most difficult but most varied job that I've ever had, and it's obviously an incredibly important job as well. So
this was an active choice for you because you're a shepherdess as well?
Yeah, I didn't grow up on a farm, so it was a choice to go into farming. I probably didn't quite realise at the time the hardships that come with it. I think from the outside it can appear to be quite an idyllic way of life sometimes. There's definitely idyllic aspects to it, but it's pretty tough as well.
So here you are at a time when you probably should be lambing back on the farm. It's probably not an idyllic time, I don't know. But you know, it is important for you to spread the word and to talk about, you talked about looking at the ecology of the land and keeping within your natural limits. And that's an important message, to preserve the environment, not to degrade it, but also to get as much out of it as possible, because of course we know we have to feed a growing world.
Yeah, of course, and that's what you have to remember. We're still competing at the moment in that marketplace. We still have to produce food, and it's important that we do feed the world with it. I think I've been lucky with the farm I'm on because it's a National Trust farm, which is a conservation charity, so the support is there, the emphasis is there to be able to enhance the environment we're on. But it can be challenging, obviously, especially with sort of climate change, and what we're seeing back at home at the moment is a lot more flooding times. And so, yeah, there's definitely, I think, whilst they say that farmers are very important in the fight against climate change, they tend to see the negative side of climate change as well. So, but it's hard as well to try and get things that you can do on the ground that work for your farming system. It is quite easy to speak about what's needed and what would be the ideal, and then to actually put it on the ground and continue to produce food and compete is quite challenging.
But part of helping to ease that challenge is you talking to audiences like this, where we bring together agriculture and the environment and all stakeholders in between in Brussels, so we've got policymakers here. And when you talk about the challenges and what you can do and what you see as a new generation, a next generation farmer, what do you think are some of the solutions that you would put forward and spread the word about, so that we can understand where the challenges are, but where the solutions can come?
I think a lot of it is to do with making sure the schemes that are put in place, such as agri-environment schemes, they work on the ground, they work for the food system or the farming setup that you're on. I obviously understand that is a more expensive way of doing things because it has to be tailored to your individual farm, but context is so important, and I don't think applying a blanket scheme doesn't always work across all different landscapes. Another thing is, obviously I'm being biased, but to support that younger farmer coming through and to support them with training opportunities. We talk a lot to farmers that they need to do this and need to do that, but maybe your ground, your education isn't in ecology, and so there's a lot of education and training that needs to happen, and just an understanding of the realities of it, as opposed to just enforcing things or saying farmers aren't doing enough. I think there needs to be more engagement in that respect.
And was it important for you to come here to the forum today? I know you said, there's one thing about the new generation, we're not snowflake millennials, we need to work hard as farmers. So how important was it to come and talk to the forum?
It was a slightly difficult decision because at first I thought I couldn't do it because I'm right in the middle of lambing, and I thought I just can't come away for 3 days. But then I was speaking to my mentor who's looking after the farm at home now, and they were saying, it's too important, it's too much of an opportunity for you as a person, but also to represent farming, Wales and young people. So yeah, it's definitely important to me. It's just I hope that they can organise it not during lambing time next time.
We'll put in a plea for that. So many thanks to Larry. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch, thank you.